Very good morning to all of you. Okay, welcome back to class 4th computer science. And in the previous class, in the previous session of online classes, we have discussed about the different types of web browsers and how to open the web browser, then what are the different components of the web browser window program. So I will show you all the components today here on the projector itself, and then we will move forward and then we will discuss about how to get open the new tab and what is the purpose of using the new tabs in the web browser window. Then we will discuss about the search engines. Okay, so let's start. And first of all, we will see the steps which is to be followed to use or to open the web browser program or the Internet Explorer. We will take here, I am going to take the example of Internet Explorer, okay, or you can take any other web browser which is available on your computer. It can be a Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, whatever web browser is available in your system, you can use it, okay. But here I am going to use the Internet Explorer because it is one of the most commonly used web browser which is available in almost all the computers where Microsoft Windows operating system is installed. Okay, if your computer is using the Windows operating system, Internet Explorer will be there by default. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, the Internet Explorer, how to use the Internet Explorer is that first of all you want to, as we have discussed the steps yesterday or in the earlier previous class, first of all you have to click on the start button. As soon as you click on the start button, the start menu appears, and then you have to click on all programs. You have to click on the all programs. Now, as you can see, I have clicked on the all programs, and from this list, from the program list, you have to click on Internet Explorer. You have to click the Internet Explorer. So I have clicked here the Internet Explorer. So this is how your Internet Explorer window is displayed. Okay, as there is no internet connection on my system now, so it cannot be shown more clearly. And if you have internet connection connected or internet connected to your system, you may use the internet and you can open the websites, different programs, different web pages, or you can collect the different informations from there itself. Okay, so this is just one of the way or method to use the web browser window or to open the web browser program on your system. Okay, another one is directly by default on the taskbar. On the taskbar, just near to the start button, on the taskbar itself, on the quick launch bar, you can see the Internet Explorer icon is given there. On the quick launch bar, the Internet Explorer icon is there. You can click on this and the Internet Explorer will be opened on your screen. Now, what we will do is that we will discuss about the different buttons and the different components of the Internet Explorer window. So the first of all, on the topmost part is known as the title bar. The firstmost part is known as the title bar, and this title bar is generally used to display the name or the title of the web page which is being currently displayed on your screen. Now, as you can see that here none of the web page or the website is open, so it is showing Internet Explorer cannot display the web page. Okay, so if it is connected to that and if you have opened any website use of minimize? The minimize button, when you click on the minimize button, it generally minimize and hide the program window to the taskbar. It minimizes the program window to the taskbar. Okay. Again, to maximize, if you are using the maximize window, clicking on the maximize button, then it will maximize and fit the program window to whole screen. It will fit the program window to whole screen. And the third one is close button. If at any moment of time, you want to close the Internet Explorer or you want to close the web browser, you can directly click on this close button and it will be closed down. Okay. Now, along with just below the title bar, there is a text box. This text box is there, and this is called address bar. This text box is known as address bar. It is the place where we enter the URL or the web address of any website or web page. Okay. Here you have to write the URL or the web address of the web page or the website which you are trying to open. Suppose if you want to open the website of your school, then here you can write www.lfssalempur.in and you can press the enter key. The website of your school will be opened. Okay. So this is the address bar. Now this address bar contains some of the more options. Some more options are there. Like suppose the first of all, there is a refresh button. This is called refresh button. The function of refresh button is that suppose if you are opening any website, you are trying to open the website and sometimes due to slow network speed, due to slow internet speed, the web page which is being displayed on your computer is not completely open. It is not completely open or it does not show you the complete information. So in order to reopen the web page again, what you can do is that you can just click on this refresh button. And your web browser will try to reopen the page again. It starts downloading the page again for you. Okay. After that, just along with the refresh button, there is a stop button. You can see the cross symbol here. It is called stop button, and its purpose of using it that by suppose take an example that when you have by chance you have entered a wrong web address or wrong URL of any website you want to try to open, and at the moment once you click the enter key, the computer starts loading the web page for you. But as soon as you realize that you do not want to open that web page or you have entered the web address wrong, you have opened the web address wrong or you are trying to open the wrong website, then at any moment of time you can click on this stop button. And the web browser immediately stops loading the page. It immediately stops loading the web page for you. Okay. Then the another options are there on this side, on the left hand side, along with the address bar is the back button is there. The first one is back button. That the purpose of using the back button is that suppose if you are going through any information or you are going through any website and at any certain moment of time you realize that you want to go back to the previously opened web page. So if you want to reload or you want to reopen the previously opened web page on your web browser, so you can click on the back button and it will immediately take you back to the previously opened page. The if you want to move to the next page, you can click on the forward button and it will take you to the, it will directly take you to the next page of the web browser. It will take you to the next page of the web browser. Okay, like suppose if you are finished going through the first page and you want to go to the second page, you want to go back to the second page, you can click on the forward button and it will take you to the page number second page of the web page. Clear? Now the next one is recent page button. It is the recent page button. Okay, either you can go from here or you can click on the recent page button so that it will show you the list of recently opened web pages. Okay, if you want to see the list of recently opened web pages on your system, that which are the web page or the websites which has been recently visited by you, or you have visited recently to them and you want to reopen it, you can directly go to the recent page button and you can, from there you can select the website which you want to revisit and you can click on it and it will be opened for you. The next one is command button. On the right hand side, you can see this area. You can see this area. It is called command bar. It is known as the command bar. The command bar is present on the right hand side corner of the page and it contains different buttons. Some of the options which are being included in command button, which are important for you, is that the first one, home button. It is the home button. If you click on this home button, it will take you to the first page or the home page of the website. It will take you to the home page or the first page of the website. Okay. Next to that, there is a print button is there. That if you want to take the printout of any web page, suppose a web page is opened on your system and you want to take the printout of that particular web page, so you can directly use this print button and from here you can select the printer and you can give the command to print the web page for you. Okay. Then there is a page option. There is a page button. The page button generally contains different number of options, lot of options such as save as, reload the page and etc. The list of options appears when you click on the button. Like this, suppose if I click on this page button, if I click on this page button, it asks for new window, cut, copy, paste, then different blocks, save as, send page by email, send link by email, edit. Then how to do, if you want to zoom, you can zoom it from here. If you want to increase the font size, you can increase from here, style, and different more properties or the options are given there. Okay, you can use lot of different options are available in the page button. You can click on this and you can use these options. Now, if you click on this home page, it will open the first page of your system or the home page of the website. You can click from here, then print option. You can get the print, take the print out from here. You can see the print preview, or you can do the page setup also. You can set up the page also, which type of page you are going to select, whether you are going to take the portrait or landscape mode. Then different setting options, margins, left margin, right, top and bottom margins are there. So you can change the page setting, then you can go through the preview of the page, you can go through the preview of the page and then you can take the printout. Now the recent button, you can see the history or the recently opened pages which are generally used on my systems are this. If you go to your recent open page button, it will show you some other options. Okay. Now the another one is, the last one is status bar. The status at the last, this is your web browser window where the web pages will be displayed, and on the last when you try to load the page, it will show the status of the web page loaded. It shows the percentage, that how much percentage web page has been opened and how much it has been remaining. So it shows the different status. Then the scroll bars. There are, as you know that there are two different type of scroll bars. One is vertical scroll bar, another one is horizontal scroll bars, and the scroll bars are generally used to scroll the page. The vertical scroll bar is used to scroll or to move the page up and down, whereas the horizontal scroll bar is used to move the page left and right. Okay. Now the another option which we are discussing in the previous class was the favorite option. Favorite option. Like suppose that you have to visit to the school website. You have to open the school website very frequently to go to the different online classes and study materials regarding the study, using the going access to the online classes and the study material. So, and every time you do not able to remember the web address or the website address of your school. So what you can do, once you open the web, you open the website of your school or any other website you have opened, and you have to visit that particular website again and again. So what you can do, there is an option on the left hand side, just below the back and forward button. There is another option that is called favorite. The option is known as favorite, and you can click on this favorite option, and there you will get the option that is add as favorite. There is an option that is known as add as favorite, and by adding the particular website or the web page as your favorite, the next time when you try to open it, the next time when you are trying to open it, you can click on this favorite list, and from there you will get the web address of that particular website or the web page, and you can reopen it again. Okay, so this is the purpose of using the favorite option. The another option is new tab. Another options are using of new tab. Generally what happens, suppose if you have opened the school website, you have take example that you have already opened your school website here, and at the same moment of time you want to open the YouTube, and you want to open the Google, you want to open the search engine of Google. So what you can do, that without closing this web browser window, or without opening the another program, without opening the another program, you can use more than one website. You can open more than one website at the same program window. Within same browser window, more than one websites can be opened. And how does it is been done? It can be done from the new tab option. Okay. Generally, when you will use the another web browser, on the top you will get the file option is there. On the top there is a file option is there, and from there you can click on the new tab option. And the new tab will be displayed here. On this area, the new tab will be displayed. Now suppose here only one tab is there because we have only opened one. But in this, if you want to add more number of tabs, or you want to open more than one website at a time, what you can do, just you can click on this button. You can click on this button. You can see on this button there a new tab button is given there, and you can open from here. Now you can see there are three different tabs have been opened on my system. Three different tabs have been opened. Clear? The next thing is that, or you can, without, if you do not want to click, you can use the shortcut key Ctrl+T. The shortcut key to open the new tab is Ctrl+T. Now, this is about opening the tabs. Now, if you want to, suppose you have finished working here and you want to close this tab, or you want to close this particular website, then what you can do is that, now you can see on this particular tab there is a close option is given there, close option is given there. You can click on this and the particular tab will be closed. The particular tab will be closed like this. Suppose here the close option is given there. You can click on this and the tab is being closed. Or you can click the shortcut key Ctrl plus W. You can use the shortcut key Ctrl plus W and then also the tab will be closed like this. Now you can see only one tab is being displayed on my web browser window. Okay, so this is the way in which you can open more than one tabs and use the different websites, or you can use so this is how you can use more than one tab, and if your work is finished you can close it. For that you can use just only the now. You can see from here the favorite option, then you will get the option add as favorite, or you can use the shortcut key Alt plus Z. Alt plus Z is the shortcut key to add any website or web page as a favorite. Okay. Now, so this is all about the different tabs and the programs window. Now, the another thing, the last topic for us is the search engine. Search engines. The search engine is designed to search the information on the World Wide Web, and some of the popular search engines are Google, Bing, and Yahoo. Okay, the search engines are basically the website or the service provider. The search engines are the website or the service provider which are generally used for the purpose of searching any type of information, over the internet or on the World Wide Web. Okay, if you want to search for any topic related to any subject, you can open the any search engine which you like to use, and then you can type your topic there and you can press on search button. You can click on the search button and that the results related to that particular topics will be displayed to you within few moment of or few fraction of seconds. Okay, the search engines generally, the most commonly used search engines are Google, Yahoo, and the another search engine provided by Microsoft is Bing. Okay, and among all this, the most common and the most useful search engine is Google. Is the most commonly used search engine is Google. So what you can do, open the web browser window. Suppose now if you want to try to search any topic, so what you can do is that open the Internet Explorer or open any web browser on your computer, and after opening the web browser you can directly click on the address bar, and type the address of web address or the URL of the search engine. Like for Google it is www.google.com, and as you click type the web address and you enter it, the home page of Google search engine will be opened, and then it will display you the text box, and at the bottom it will show you the search button is there. So in that particular text box, the topic which you want to try to search, you can type it there, and then you can click on the search option, and then within the fraction of seconds it will display you the list of all the web pages which contains the similar information related to your topic searched by you. Okay, and then you can click on any link or any information which you want to like to open, and then it will be opened for you. Okay, this is how you can use the search engines, and this is the use of purpose of using the search engines. Okay, so this is how we come to the end of this chapter 5, and this is the chapter of the part of your half yearly examination, as already I have given you the syllabus. The chapter 3, 4 and 5 is a part of your half yearly syllabus. So we come to the end of the half yearly syllabus, and already I have provided you the PDFs of these chapters. So I hope that you will clear your doubts and you will complete your notes, and then we will move with, when we will meet, we will start with the revision part. Okay, and till that time, if you have any doubt related to the syllabus or any topic of the chapters, then you are free to contact me and I will try to clear your doubts. Till that time, thank you and have a very nice day.